What up, what up, what up, what up, weirdos? It's your boy Range Dog, Range Rizzler, my co-host, co-captain, Cole, conspirator, Uncle Juju.
What is up, babies?
How's everybody doing? Welcome back to BXTV, aka Back from Hell, your Spotify, YouTube, Twitch podcast where you didn't know everything you needed to know about everything. Pop culture, comics, movies, the milk jug from 1980 with fucking the Hulk on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any of that kind of shit. We're here to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you don't know, we stream on Twitch every Friday and Saturday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do the same thing we do here, but live with different topics. And you can talk to chat. You can talk to us. You can talk your shit, and we'll respond. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you come hang out. It's a really good time. It's honestly what we look forward to the most every week. Hanging out with chat and the mods, so please come and join us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, join us.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, did you know fucking, speaking of joining, did you know 30 Seconds to Mars is like a cult now?
Wow.
Like Jared Leto like runs a cult.
Oh,
Like it's
yeah, I believe that.
it's like widely known. Like if you Google it, there's like the first thing that pops up is like a Reddit thread from like 5 years ago, and it's just like everybody in it's just like, yeah, you didn't know about this, and it's just like, where the fuck have I been at? Like, I guess I stopped listening to him when I was like 14, so like,
Yeah, but
I
as you should.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
dude,
their songs are pretty good, man. 30 Seconds to Mars is pretty good.
I'll give you that, but that whole thing about like everybody in Hollywood, there comes a level in Hollywood where it's like you have to now create a cult. If it's not Nexium, it's fucking whatever Diddy did. If it's not Diddy, it's fucking Scientology. And if it's not Scientology, it's Jared Leto. Like, really? They have to
Yeah.
be now physically worshipped.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. That's not the topic of tonight, though. Fun fact. Jared Leto and his cult is not on the docket for tonight. I just felt like it was worthy of bringing up because
fuck, who was the Flash guy? Shit.
Ezra
The dude who
Miller?
played the Flash, Ezra Miller, too. Cult.
What cult is he in?
He had like the sex slaves and stuff,
Oh,
and he was doing all kinds of crazy shit with
okay.
that.
Okay. Yeah, somebody the other day, like, they didn't know what I was talking about. They were like, you should watch this movie. And I was looking at it, or this show, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty good. And then I saw Ezra Miller, and I was like, oh, has Ezra Miller in it. And he was like, what's wrong with him? And I was like, you don't know what's wrong with Ezra Miller?
Ezra Miller?
I was like, where were
To
you
create the movie
last
that made him
year?
famous. We need to talk about Ezra. You know?
No, apparently we do. Apparently we need to do a rundown on the Flash and not the movies of the
No.
actual like guy. No, but for real. You know, shout out Ezra Miller for making Hollywood fun. No, I'm kidding. Fuck that. I'm
No,
just
fuck
kidding.
no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't support that guy. I also just don't like his movies, so there's that.
Yeah, I don't think he's a very good actor in my opinion. Like,
Which
but
we do have a shitty movie to review tonight, which is a damn shame because one of my favorite actors is in it, and he wasn't. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Wasn't very good in it. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Don't just say it because you're scared he might see
okay, well,
this.
no. We'll talk about it later because like I have thoughts. I have like a lot of them.
Like there was some good.
There were some good moments. There were some funny moments, but all in all,
Nah.
it was
I would
lack of
not.
potential.
I would
You know
not
what I'm
tell
saying?
people to
Like,
watch that shit. I'm gonna tell you that straight
no,
up right now. But things that we did like and come to an agreement on were a little bit late. Came out last week, but you know we had some problems over the weekend, so it is what it is.
yeah,
Absolute Superman by Jason Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Jason Aaron and Pop Mahan. Is that who did it? Is that who did it? Or
Uh,
no, Raphael Sandoval, I believe. Right?
yeah. Sorry, I need to click to the page. And I hate when Kendall does this. When you backtrack, it like freezes up for a second, and it sucks.
Kindle is like only
Uh,
good on the tablet.
yeah,
Do you have a tablet? Because it
yeah.
crushes on there.
No, I just have it on my computer screen.
It fucking sucks
Um,
on computer, low key.
yeah, Rafa Sandoval, Jason Aaron,
So if you
and
guys don't know, Jason Aaron, he's also doing TMNT right now, and he's done a bunch of other killer books. And I want to shout
yeah,
out Rafa Sandoval. He absolutely crushed the art. Like, this book was very easy to look at, in my opinion. And I don't know. I mean,
okay,
I'm not the biggest Superman fan to begin with. Like,
yes,
I like Superman Red, Superman Blue, and like, you know, Dark Knight's death metal Superman. I pretty much like every version of Superman
yeah,
that's not original Superman, you know? Like, I like
yeah,
these offshoot versions. So I was looking very much forward to Absolute Superman because I like Jason Aaron. I I saw the preview thing on whatever, the first 6 pages or whatever the fuck it was. That looked good. Um, but there's nothing. I have nothing bad to say about it.
no,
I was honestly, I was real quick. I was
yeah, sure.
from Batman to Wonder Woman to Superman because we have now done all three.
All three.
Um, I'm gonna sound like a little fucking beta bitch, but I think Batman's my favorite out of all of them. But I think all three have the same amount of potential and hype, if that makes
Yes,
sense. Like,
yes,
I don't think one overshadows the other in any way. I think it's all about who you like and who you're into. And the cool thing is, though, even if you're not into Wonder Woman or Superman or Batman, you can get into them because it's this different play on them. So it's like,
yes,
it's a different play, but their core values still hold the same almost. So it's like, well, I don't know. This Superman kind of seems more of a fucking thug than other Supermen.
yes. And I also one of the things that I did like is they kind of said in there's a scene where the villains are trying to monitor him and like figure out who the fuck he is basically, and they're like it's the suit.
Yeah.
So like all the super strength and shit comes from the bioengineering of the suit, and like Superman has inherent abilities being from Krypton to Earth, but they also kind of explain some of the more like exotic abilities he may potentially have by basically saying that it's like the suit that's powering it and not actually him.
Yeah,
So
so
that little minor change I did like.
yeah, no, that was cool, but real quick, a quick rundown. Basically, Kryptonian planet or whatever.
Krypton.
Krypton, yeah, sorry, I'm stoned to the fucking bone, boys. Uh
It's
um it basically goes to shit. Cal?
Cal L, yes,
Yeah,
that is
Cal
Cal
L.
of the House of L.
Yeah, Cal L. He is the last Kryptonian, and he's basically going around like planet to planet, like saving little like colonies of people being fucked over and like slaved and then like stuff
Yeah,
like that. And basically, he gets to this one planet, and there's a bunch of peacemakers that work for Lazarus Corp. And
yeah. I believe it's
they,
Earth actually. I think he's
yeah,
on Earth.
yeah, yeah. I think he is on
Yeah,
Earth.
because they
Yeah,
mentioned like all the various countries that
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
representing.
And but there's a bunch of these peacemakers. Basically, there's not one peacemaker. There's a bunch of peacemakers, which I thought was
Yeah,
cool. I thought it was cool that
that
like they
I
just
like too. Yeah,
turned like the peacemaker thing into like a police force almost for like this like company. And basically though, he gets tired of seeing people get fucked over and enslaved, so he tries to like mine this mine for him that he's done in a bunch of other places, and it pisses off the fucking top dogs, the peacemakers and the Lazarus Court people, and basically they start like hurting the fucking civilians, the slaves,
yeah,
and Superman, he basically says fuck this and starts beating ass. Like, he starts having his way with these motherfuckers.
Yes.
And like Juju's talking about, he's talking to the suit. The suit's talking about how it has to protect him. He's the last
Yeah.
Kryptonian of like House of L. And the crazy thing is though, like, he gets pissed. Like, they start showing up and he lets loose with the lasers out of his eyes. And that's where I kind of
Yeah.
that's where I kind of shifted gears on how I felt about the book, because you just see this, the art was sick. You just see this Peacemaker's like mask and skin start to fucking melt.
Just melt
And,
off.
and like,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, this Superman, like, at this very
The
moment,
Superman is not about taking people alive.
yeah, no, like, he's running the fucking fade and being like, I'm gonna dust your shit, dog. Like, you think you're gonna fuck me up? Nah, I'm gonna literally knock your fucking block off your head. Like,
It's like as if they kind of looked at Homelander and said, "How can we make him a nice guy?" You know?
yeah, kinda, yeah. It kinda is like nice Homelander. And I like the character design, you know, the long, like the
Yeah.
semi-long hair, like,
The black suit.
yeah, like, it's cool, man. It's cool.
I also liked how they explained that, like, for many incarnations, like the Superman symbol was always like, "Oh, it's the symbol for the House of L," and they were
Yeah,
like, "No,
it's a
it denotes that
status.
you are a bottom rung of
Yeah,
their society,"
you're like
and that part I did like.
yeah. It was basically like the Superman symbol means you're bottom tier of the Kryptonian
Yeah,
people, and
it-
like they all wear a different symbol, and the people who wear that basically were rendered useless and like told to do bullshit. And yeah, like, and there's a whole background on his family. You guys should read it
yeah,
to find out. It was very interesting. I like what they did. Um, I I don't know, man. Like, the absolute stuff is really good. Like, I definitely am super excited for Martian Manhunter. Like,
yeah. That I am so stoked on. Um, and I would really like if they kind of did what they did here, which is like they give you the backstory of Krypton and then they serve it up like in the present. So it's all flashback, but you still get an idea of what happened to the planet. Martian Manhunter is the same as Superman. He is the last Martian. Something happened to that fucking planet.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I think various incarnations of them have explained it in different ways, which is what they did with Krypton as well. Because if I remember correctly, the original story was that the planet blew up, and then another one it was the sun blew up, and then another one it was they harvest the core. Another one is
Yeah.
corporate fuckery, which is
I
I think
mean,
this one.
well, this one was they were harvesting all the natural resources and
Yeah,
destroying the planet, and it basically fucking killed everybody.
just killed that. Yeah, which is not all that dissimilar to what is eventually going to happen to us if we keep going the same way. Which is also why I liked when the computer was telling him like you need to back down. You need to like these people live in a world of thermonuclear weapons and radical religion. Some planets just can't be saved.
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah.
like, take the lesson of Krypton, man. Like,
Yeah. I mean, but that's the whole thing with Superman, you know? Like, he
yeah,
he he will he doesn't render one life worth more than the other. Like, they're all equal. You know,
they're all
everybody
equal.
everybody deserves to be saved in his eyes. You know, like,
Yeah, and it's
but
also like he doesn't want to see it happen again.
yeah, so
You know,
um I you're probably going to disagree with me. I give it a 9.5. Um
okay.
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was good, but I thought I don't know. I don't like the fact that he's captured at the end of issue 1. Like,
Yeah,
that just feels like he's not as badass as he should be. But I don't know. What do I know? It's issue 1, so
yeah. And also, like the computer did say that like he was basically depleted of solar energy because I think in the environment where it was is just all polluted. So like,
Yeah.
there's no like sun, and he's also been working in mines and shit. So like, I think that may have had something to do with the relative ease. Also, he just blew up like a fucking helicopter with his eyeballs, dude. Like,
No, I agree. I just, like Wonder Woman and Batman kind of like came out on top of their issues. So I mean, I guess it's cool that one guy didn't. So it's a different tale. Different
yeah,
story, different way to go about it. But I think everybody should read it. I told Juju I'm probably not pulling this just for space reasons. I don't have
yeah,
a lot of comic book space left in my home. So I'm probably going to read this one online. I do have issue 1, though. I do have a cover
yeah,
A issue 1 that I will be keeping just because.
yeah. Um, I believe mine is gonna be in my box when I go to visit them tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, hell
Um,
yeah. Are you going
I
to
just
get.
kind of
Are you going to get one of those
I
comic
told them this
bricks?
too. Maybe, maybe
They just
depends on if
restocked
the
them.
check goes through or not. So
That's fair. That's fair. I was just curious.
yeah.
50 bucks for 10 bucks.
Oh yeah,
That's
and I
a
mean,
that's a lot of
honestly,
content.
yeah, no, yeah, that is a lot of fucking reading to do. But I agree with you. I feel like this one it would be best served collected on your hard drive. Um, just because like you can read it whenever you want, and it's a space thing for you, I guess. But for me, it's also like I kind of like you know being able to scroll through and zoom in on certain things that I want to look at, and
Yeah, no, I
so
get it, dude. I get
I
it.
agree with you. I'd say pull it. I don't necessarily say pull it physically, but if you can get it digitally, do it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. If Superman is your thing, though, pull it like physically.
Yeah.
Like if like Superman is your fucking thing, I definitely recommend you pull it. Like it's good. It's good, man. They're killing it with this absolute stuff. Like I'm more excited for the absolute universe than I am the ultimate in Marvel, and that is probably a hot take.
I
I
would
don't
say,
know.
yeah. A bunch of Marvel stands are just gonna start commenting on how much we suck.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just really like the absolute stuff. I think it's
These are
cool
the
how.
same ones that are fucking bitching about Agatha. Oh,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
I heard the end of Agatha was not so good. I've heard mixed things on the end of it. Like I heard like the whole thing was really good, and then like my homie's parents and his sister really did not like the end, and like they even liked the acolyte. So
Okay.
that tells you like,
Hot take right there.
yeah, dude, they enjoyed the acolyte, and I was like, I told Chris, I was like, dude, I couldn't even get through that shit. Like I
Yeah.
got through like 3 episodes, and I was like, this is too much like Doctor Who for me, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm not digging it.
And I'm glad you said Doctor Who because I would like to point something fucking out. Doctor Who is best served on the BBC with a minimal budget, not with Disney, because that shit just looks odd. Like,
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
actually have real money behind it, it doesn't feel like Doctor Who anymore, you know?
I could see that. I could see that. Well, me and Juju watched a movie over the weekend that did not benefit from low budget. It was a Prime
No.
original starring Bruce Campbell and Devon
Devon Sawa.
Sawa and Ivana Barkuro and Ryan Lee, Stephen Peck, Michael J. White, who was probably the best thing in it, and he was only in it for a few
He only
fucking.
makes a third of the way.
Yeah, yeah, spoiler alert. Um, yeah, it's called Black Friday. We figure it's November. We'll review a horror comedy movie about Black Friday. Basically, these aliens get sent to Earth and they start taking over people and turning all the. There's about to be a Black Friday sale, and they all show up and
Yes.
they just start killing Black Friday shoppers, and they have to kill this giant alien by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And it was I'm sorry, dude. I love Bruce Campbell. It was produced by Bruce Campbell and Warner Davis, which is a shame because I really
Yeah.
wanted to like this fucking movie, but I did not. I did not.
I I found moments of it were like endearing, but they were too
I
fleeting and too
I
far
did, I did
between,
as
you
well,
know?
but the main kicker for me is the monster looked okay, but
Uh,
the web thing that comes out looked like
yeah.
shit. The
Okay.
web looked plasticky.
Yes.
It looked fake and
Yes, I'm glad you
plasticky.
brought that up. I've seen a proboscis, and I did watch The Last of Us, and they had kind of the same concept, and it looked fucking great. It looked scary. It looked terrifying. This thing, like you said, it just looked like tubes of white shit, and it's like I get what
Yeah.
you're trying to do, but there's a way of doing it, even on a low budget, that would look infinitely better than the pro. And like there were certain things too, like the mass of whatever that they were building in the middle of the store to become like that super kaiju, which I understand the concept of it as like the shoppers are crazy unrestricted monsters. I've been in retail, not working, but I've been around it. I get the metaphor, but like it's
Yo.
a little heavy fisted when they're like, it's the shoppers. No shit. Like you don't
You
need to
know,
explain
like
it to me. I get
I
it.
I feel you though, cause like there was like a bunch of like funny like like moments, you know, like a couple funny, but like there was just a lot that were just like, man, like this is like you're trying to make this
Oh
what it's
no.
not. Like let's just lean into the
Yeah.
bad comedy horror and this would have been good and like put some more money behind
Yeah.
the effects and like like you know the effects weren't terrible but like
Like
the monster
they
effects
weren't
were bad.
terrible.
Like
Yeah. Like I mean like some of the prosthetics I did like, and I did like when they turned into like the higher form of the zombie. That was pretty cool looking. But then there was that moment where the kid sees the one guy in the parking lot and it's like the first time, and it's like it's a little too Evil Dead looking. And I know that you guys got Bruce Campbell, but like come on, let's be different. Like let's
yeah,
get unique with it. Instead of just like, yeah, like how many times have I seen that Deadite?
I feel that
And
one.
also, another problem I had with Bruce Campbell's character is that he went from a corporate stooge to like revealing that his love for the store came from the fact that he was just an asshole to everybody else in real life. That this was like the one place he felt like he belonged. Cool, I understand that 100%. But you have your moment to go Ash Williams on the fucking roof, and all you're doing is just stomping on the lid. Like, no, get a weapon,
Yeah,
start fucking things up, and
yeah.
then he like falls in, and that's it. No more Bruce Campbell. He's out the movie.
No, I mean, no, I agree. I agree. I don't
Like,
know, man. Like I was expecting a lot more out of it and
yeah,
it was only 84 minutes. It was an easy watch. Like it just wasn't like super entertaining. Like I wasn't like
no,
I was kind of just like, "All right, this is almost over. Like, come on, dude. Like, let's." And then there's like the cliffhanger at the end, and I was like, "There better not be a
yeah.
fucking second one." Like,
Like compare and contrast. I watched Thanksgiving, the Eli Roth slasher horror movie, and they did Black Friday. Like still,
don't go
it's
too
Eli
depth
Roth.
because we are
There's
gonna
something.
review that. We are gonna review
Yeah,
that, so
not
don't.
not. But I'm gonna say that they did the Black Friday thing. Like it was funny and also horrific at the same time. So it was compare and contrast to like a serious horror movie versus like whatever the fuck this was. And I was like, this. First of all, the crowd of people on Black Friday, in Black Friday, like it just looked like a bunch of extras that they paid like $20 to stand in a
Yeah, I
line.
mean, 'cause
You
that's what
know?
it was. I mean,
Yeah.
half the main cast was like $150, $250 casting roles. Like Michael J. White was the
Basically,
most expensive fucking
I mean,
person,
Devon Sawa. What
other
was
than
the
Bruce
last movie he
Campbell.
did?
Bruce Campbell was probably free because he produced it. Like,
he probably was just like, "Hey, I'll take it. I'll take that role because he's not the hero." Because like
yeah.
he very easily could have been to like they could have switched characters very easily, and I think probably had a better movie out of it.
Nah,
You
I
know?
mean, Michael J. White role, if he didn't play that role, he would have been
No.
no point of being in the movie. Like, that was,
Oh no.
like, he was
No,
like the
I'm talking about
badass.
Devon Sawa's character,
Oh,
the
yeah.
security guard.
Yeah,
They could
yeah.
have switched characters, and
Yeah, for
it would have been
sure.
a better movie.
Oh, for sure on that one. I definitely agree.
Which again, Devon is a waste of talent. I loved him in Final Destination. I loved him in Idle Hands, which is a better horror movie than this.
I think that movie's getting remade. Did you see that today?
What Final Destination or Idle Hands?
Idle Hands is.
Oh fuck, why?
Finn Wolfhard
Oh,
and Jason Reitman to reteam for Idle Hands remake at Sony. Stranger Things. Oh, that guy from Stranger Things. That's who that is. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody online's hype about it. I'd be more hype about that than I am fucking Black Friday.
Yeah, true.
I give Black Friday like a 4.5.
I would say my formula for remakes is you never take a good movie and remake it. You take a shit movie and remake it, and it turns out better. Normally, because you have something shit to compare to something else, you know? So
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, they remade. I thought Rob Zombie's Halloween was good.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, there are exceptions to every rule too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, I'm just thinking about some remakes, and I'm like, they weren't that bad. And then like, it's hard to keep that rule for superhero movies because they always make a new whatever.
Yeah, they have to keep them in the cultural zeitgeist, and
Yeah.
these characters have to appeal
Which
to whichever generation.
holy shit! Me and Ben, Emma's brother, he just put on a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman montage yesterday,
Oh,
and we were just watching her compilation video of her doing like stuff from fucking
yeah.
yeah, dude. It was so good. I was like, this is why grown men till this day buy $2,000 statues made by Sideshow of Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. I've seen it on YouTube. You can go on YouTube and look up Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman statue, and there's gonna be a ton of grown men with just fucking all of like that movie stuff, and it's just like, it's just like, one, I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
we're not gonna talk about Penguin quite yet because Juju has to finish it. But I want to say that Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman kind of like embedded itself in like the Catwoman role because Zoe Kravitz gives off some Michelle Pfeiffer vibes in the Batman movie.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
And
like a little bit?
No.
She does her own thing.
I mean more so than
Anne Hathaway.
Princess Diaries chick. Yes.
But she was still good though. She was still good.
She was
I
hot.
mean,
I'll be honest.
Okay, I was gonna say, bro, like, were you really mad to see Anne Hathaway in a leather outfit for fucking 2.5 hours?
But I honestly think she was trying to do more of Julie Newmar, which is from the
I mean, that works for that movie though.
For that movie, yeah. I mean, Michelle Pfeiffer put a stamp as far as like if you even look at the animated series, her Catwoman translated to the Batman the animated series like seamlessly.
Oh
she
yeah,
still has like this stitched up design and all that, and it worked.
No, I was
that's
gonna
why
say
I think the Halle Berry movie failed.
Yeah, no, for sure. I will say though, I think the Michelle Pfeiffer vibe works for the Batman movies because everybody in that universe is kind of just like out of whack, like
Yeah.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and like
I mean, it's the bat, the cat, and the penguin. I mean, they're all
yeah,
animal people.
yeah, you know. So I'm fucking excited though, man. Me and Juju will be talking about the Penguin this Sunday or this Saturday. So
Yes.
make sure you follow us on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, and follow us on
Yes.
Spotify because we will be recording an episode on that.
I will also give you a dad recommendation. The animated Sinbad movie with Brad Pitt and Michelle Pfeiffer plays the goddess of chaos. Such a great fucking movie. Like not even like animated movie, just great movie. You should check it out.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's called The Voyages of Sinbad or if it's just called Sinbad, but it's the one by DreamWorks. It's fucking brilliant, and the character design for Michelle Pfeiffer's character is so good.
I have a kids
Like,
show that just came out that I watched every episode last night of. That's out that you should 100% watch with your kids.
ooh, go on, do tell.
Yeah, I gotta find it real quick. Fucking I don't. It's about this little girl wants to be the like, basically rustling is like what like rules the planets and like Earth,
Oh yeah,
and Max cartoon show about rustling girl. Um, Invincible Fight Girl. That's the name of it. It's on
I was gonna
Max.
put that on. I was
Okay,
gonna put that on
dude,
tonight.
it is so fucking good. The animation is like Dragon Ball Z fighting, but it's not like it's for
Okay.
kids, so like the fighting happens instantly and it's not as brutal. You know what I mean? It's still like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
she got hurt, but like it's not like, oh, your kids can't watch it type brutal.
It's
Um,
almost like Avatar.
yes,
You know?
but dude, like it's actual wrestling moves, but basically wrestlers, everybody's a wrestler, and she grows up in the accountant part of the world. Everybody there
Okay.
grows up to be an accountant and do taxes for the wrestlers. And she wants to be a wrestler but doesn't want to tell her parents. And these wrestlers, basically everybody on the 6th floor does the wrestlers' taxes. They get food poisoning from the food that day. So all the kids, all the juniors have to do the taxes. And one of the wrestlers starts being mean, and she decides to wrestle him to protect their town because he starts destroying the town.
Yeah.
And she like watched like a training video the night before. This is the whole first episode. And she basically learned how to do like a fucking ankle lock. And she basically like puts this like, after getting her ass kicked, she puts this dude in an ankle lock and makes him tap out. And she like wins because like, I don't know. It's super fucking good, and I'm so glad they're making it for kids, dude. Like, it's 100% a kids show though. Like, it's like genuinely like a kids show. Like, you could throw this shit on. The only thing you have to do is make sure you tell your kids you're not allowed to do any of these moves on your siblings.
Oh yeah. Dude, yesterday he's watching fucking Batman Beyond, and I see us.
Which
I'm
is
over
so
here.
hype.
I'm over here trying to get Avada Kedavra because like I'm working on that, and he's standing up on the edge of the couch and he just dives, and he does it like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, dude, are you trying to be Batman right now? Like, what is going on? I'm like,
I mean, you remember
he's
those
diving into
days?
the couch, so I'm not mad, but like,
Yeah. Oh, you know what I
dude, I
got?
remember
You know what I got in the mail
getting a.
today? Speaking of Batman, I got
Oh,
a I got a the Batman and Robin Adventures Two-Face VHS. It
ooh,
has the animated Two-Face
oh
on the cover
yeah,
flipping the coin, and it's just like a bunch of Two-Face episodes.
yes.
I just had to
Those,
throw that
I'm
out there.
sorry, I love me some Mr. Freeze. Everybody knows that, but the Two-Face
Oh,
ones were always some of the best.
speak. Oh, what just happened? You still there?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm here.
my screen went black.
Oh,
Speaking of Mr. Freeze, I got this Mr. Freeze figure
yes,
right here.
nice, old school. No, but
Uh,
I do like the Two-Face ones. Those were some of
yeah.
my favorite.
Two-Face was my favorite character from Cape Crusader. Other than
Oh yeah,
the one other guy with the knife. I forget. Clay. Was that Clayface? Yeah, that was Clayface.
yeah, Clayface.
Yeah, Clayface's
It's been
character
a while since I
design.
watched the show. I need to rewatch it again.
Same. It's so good, dude. And I can't wait for season 2 because they leave off with the Joker at the end.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
Um, dude, they're honestly they're really kind of killing it now with um like content for kids. I don't know if it's just that my kids are getting older, so like it just feels that way. But like 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was kind of a sparse
Yeah, no,
territory.
I agree. Like there was like stuff here and there coming out, and a lot of stuff was ending that was going on
Yeah,
for a while from from like my
from
generation.
our generation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then like now it's like all coming back because like I think they really realize like kids are watching TV
yeah,
again, and parents are putting kids on to stuff with them. Like, and they're realizing
yeah.
adults are also watching this shit. Like, Cape
More
Crusader,
so, yeah,
like
more
Cape
so, yeah.
Crusader was definitely aimed towards adults. X-Men 97, adults. Like,
Adults.
and they're talking about doing the Spider-Man 90 whatever, 98 or whatever. Like they're
Oh,
bringing
fun.
they're talking about bringing Spider-Man series back.
Yeah, I mean, and Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Which
You got the I got to watch
Ninja Turtles
that.
has
I watched the movie.
yes.
I never watched the Paramount show yet though, which I heard only
Okay.
I watched a clip from that. Looks so good.
I need to reactivate my Paramount Plus account. I disconnected it.
I
'Cause I
don't
was
have
mad at
one,
my
so
dad.
that's why I've never watched. You said you were mad at your dad, so you disconnect it.
Yeah, because it has like CBS Sports and like okay. One thing I love about American football, everything is on ESPN. Everything is on one network. You can find it
That's
at
not
one
true.
spot.
That's not true. My buddy has like 4 different streaming. John, he watches football like every
Yeah.
day. You can't watch every game on one thing.
Okay, fair enough. But soccer, first of all, I'm telling my dad, like, you're trying to watch a regional match in fucking Italy where they have their own cable networks with their own channels that we don't get. So now I
Yeah.
have to find out how to stream this shit. And again, everything has a fucking paywall behind it. I'm like, dude,
yeah,
like soccer really does suck. It's not centralized at all. Like you have
yeah.
FIFA, but they're a bunch of corrupt assholes. Like
Yeah, no, for surely. For surely. I don't know, man. Fucking I've been watching Gotham since Penguin ended.
yes.
I'm on like I can tell you what episode I'm on. I think I'm on like 5 or 6. The night Penguin ended, I stayed up and watched 3 episodes of Gotham back to back. And then last
Yeah, you
night,
texted me.
yeah, dude, that shit. I was like, dude, because I remember I watched the first episode when it came out, and I just fell off. I think I moved in with you, and I just started living like
Yeah.
I moved out of my parents' house lifestyle.
We don't and I didn't have cable at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but now that I'm watching it, I'm like, dude, this is like actually like
Yeah.
pretty dank as fuck. Like the whole I love that
They
it's
do
everybody in their younger years when they're starting off.
yes. And I also
Excuse
love
me.
how it's kind of like an overlap of styles. So you have some things where you look at it and you go like, okay, this is like clearly Burton-esque. And there are also little homages too that are just thrown in. And then there are other things where it's like this could be Batman Beyond. Or this could be, like 1960s Batman kind of goofy. Ah, ha, ha,
Yeah, like the
you
Balloon
know.
Man killer. I don't know if you remember that
Yeah,
episode.
like that was yes, I do.
That's low key
That was
brutal way
kind
to
of
go out. Like
yeah.
get attached to a
That
weather
was
balloon and just float up into the air, and then the balloon pops and your body falls.
yes. And they
Uh,
do a really good job of picking obscure villains to kind of highlight for that week.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what
they
I'm
do.
saying?
They have like the overall
Because like
people, but
people,
then they have like the little ones in
yeah,
between. So that was pretty cool.
yes,
And I don't know, man. I love the guy from Grounded for Life. What's his name? That plays Jim Gordon's
Oh,
partner. What is that
Harvey
dude's?
Bullock. That's
Yeah,
he's in Blade.
yeah. He's in that, but
He's the one who gets his arm cut off. um,
Grounded for Life cast. Let's see.
yes.
What's his fucking name? Donald Donell Logue? Donal.
Donald. Yeah, I think that's how it's spelled. That's how it's said.
Donald Logue, the redhead dude.
Um,
He's in a lot of stuff.
yeah,
He always plays a
dude,
fucking
he's in the
shitty cop, which is funny.
yes. He was in the Patriot too.
Yeah.
He's the patriot who like starts off as a violent racist and then in the end looks at the black dude and is like, "Yeah, we're gonna die together. That's cool." you know? No, I liked him as
I'm
a
glad I didn't plan on watching The Patriot because you just ruined it for me.
dude. Oh, that movie has been out since 1998. Like,
I'm
come
just
on.
saying, you didn't give any like warning. You just literally told the very end of the movie and gave no warning. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to do.
You saw it, right? No? Come on.
I just said I haven't seen it, so
Shit.
yeah, it was. I said I'm glad I didn't plan on watching it anytime soon because I haven't seen it. You just ruined the end for me. You just told me
They're
what.
not the main characters in that, by the way. Not by a long shot. So, like,
Okay, man. I'm just saying.
it was like when that movie came out, that was like history class required. You had to watch like everybody's had to get like a parental note because it was rated R. like
Yeah,
you had to watch it. So like I don't know. I just assumed that everybody who went through like Enrico High School like had seen it at
nah.
one point or another.
I at least didn't
That and
watch.
Saving Private Ryan.
I don't think we watched that in school either. I watched that with my mom growing up. My mom loved
Uh,
Hallmark and fucking whatever and fucking Lifetime. And I remember
yeah,
the first time I watched it was on Lifetime, and it came on back to back, and I watched it 2 times in a row. I was like 10 or 11, I was like 10 or 9,
yeah.
or so. And I was just like, "What the fuck? This movie's fucking." But
Crazy.
yeah, like I was in shock, dude. I probably shouldn't have been watching it, but
Not gonna lie though, Patriot's my favorite Mel Gibson movie.
okay. I'll keep that in the back of my mind.
Oh, and I'm not telling. It is a good Fourth of July movie. You watch that movie around Fourth of July and tell me that you don't feel a little bit proud of being American. And I mean, I don't know about nowadays, but like, you know, that and Independence Day.
Probably not watching Independence Day.
Independence Day is a good half movie, but
It's not bad, but I don't care to watch it.
also one that like I've seen it so many times that like whenever it's on, I just know where they are.
I fucking wonder what we'll review next after Penguin.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I think we
I don't
should.
know.
I think we should review. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Something
Yeah,
obscure. Something obscure.
something. Yeah, something that like I guarantee you like hasn't been seen in a very not in a long time, but like just not really watched all that much.
Yeah. 100%.
I like that. I like branching out and doing other like random properties because you never know. You might find like you might be scrolling through HBO Max one day and you come across the drama section and you just watch this really super interpersonal relationship movie and you're just kind of like, oh yeah, this is actually pretty good, you know. Like, and then like you just shoot over to a shitty rom com and you're like, all right, this is pretty decent.
I love a shitty rom com. So yeah, You guys let us know in the comments what we should review next. You know what I'm saying? And remember to follow us on Twitch at BrainDeadXTV. We're live every Friday and Saturday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Juju, you got anything you want to say?
Sorry, your audio is cutting out.
Oh, I said, Juju, you got anything you want to say?
Oh, if you don't have anything to do, I honestly suggest watching the TV show Ghosts, either the American or the British one. They're both equally good and both equally funny.
All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, yeah, watch Ghost. You know what he's saying? And make sure you watch The Penguin. It's fucking gas. So, yeah, never offended, always recommended. Later, my dudes.